our YouTube channel for Lehi Mills. I'm Sherry, and I'm super excited about the month of October. I love everything pumpkin. Pumpkin spice, the smells, the tradition, and cinnamon rolls are one of my top favorite. I already poured in 3/4 cup of milk and then 4 tablespoons of butter. And I put this into the microwave for about a minute until it kind of melts. And you kind of want that warm but not hot because you don't want to kill your yeast. And I'm gonna put that in the mixer. So to that, I'm gonna add a 1/2 cup of sugar. And then I'm going to add 2 1/4 teaspoons of instant yeast. So you can either use 1 packet of instant yeast or 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast. So into that goes, and I'm going to turn on the mixer for just a few seconds to get that incorporated. So now that I kind of mixed up the yeast with the milk and the butter and the sugar in this, I'm going to start on our dry mixture. I'm going to start out with about 2 cups of our turkey flour, which is our bread flour. And to that, I'm going to add our spice and our salt. I'm going to add 3/4 teaspoon of salt. So to our dry mixture, I'm going to add 1.5 teaspoons of pumpkin spice. Then I'm going to just take a whisk and whisk that together. So now as I have that part done, I'm looking over here and you can kind of see little bubbles starting to form under the butter. And that's what you're looking for to know that your yeast is still good. So to our mixture, I'm going to add 1 egg. And then I'm going to add 8 ounces of pumpkin puree. Okay, I'm gonna blend this up just to get it well incorporated, and then I'm gonna start adding my flour mixture. So I'm gonna take this whisk off of my KitchenAid, and I'm gonna use a dough hook to finish the process. So to this mixture, I'm gonna start with 1 cup of our mixture, and I'm gonna start adding 1 cup at a time till I get the consistency. And the total cups are like 3.5 cups of flour. Now remember, I only put 2 in with the salt and the pumpkin spice, and I'll grab another cup and I'll show you how you can tell when it's ready. And you're looking for all the sides to wipe clean, and that is when it is ready. So I'm gonna add 1/4 cup. Okay, so as you see, there's dough still sticking, and it's pretty sticky still. The worst thing you can do with dough is overuse your flour way too much and have dry dough. So I just add a couple of tablespoons at a time. I added 2 more tablespoons because I'm so close to it being perfect that I'm gonna turn it on. It will absorb those 2 tablespoons, and I'll let it knead for 5 minutes, and it will be the perfect dough ball. So now that that has kneaded for 5 minutes, I pull it off. I spray my bowl with just a little spray, so as it rises, it doesn't stick. Then you just drop it in your bowl, and I put saran wrap or a flour sack towel over it. So you want to wait till it doubles in size, and then I will show you the rest. Now I'm going to make the filling for our pumpkin cinnamon rolls. So we are going to make the filling. We are going to add, it's 1/2 cup of softened butter. Then you've got 1.5 cups. You can use dark or light brown sugar. And I'm using dark today, and you want it packed in. So it's 1.5 cups of brown sugar. To that, I add 1/2 cup of white sugar. I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of ground cinnamon. And a teaspoon and 1/2 of pumpkin spice seasoning. Oh, it smells so good. So that is it. So I'm going to turn it on to speed like 2 or 3, but I'm going to start out slow and work my way up. And it doesn't take long. So you're just mixing it up and getting all the spices and the brown sugar and the butter to combine. That is it. So this is the filling that we are going to put in the center of our pumpkin cinnamon rolls. I am just gonna start by dusting my counter with like 1/2 cup, and then I always roll my rolling pin through it. And then I'm just gonna take the dough and I am going to flour all the sides to make sure that it doesn't stick. Oh, this dough. Oh my gosh, the texture is just so perfect. Now that I've kind of pushed it around and made it into a rectangle, I'm going to finish rolling it out the best I can. You want it to be like 1/4 inch thick. Then you take this mixture that I worked on and whipped up, and it has all the spices for the inside and the butter. So normally when I'm making plain cinnamon rolls, I'll, spread butter on and then just sprinkle on, but this has it all together. I'm going to take this 9x13 and grease it really quick. Now, I like to use a bread knife. You can certainly do it with dental floss, but if you have a bread knife that has a serrated edge, it works just perfectly. And I like to start by cutting off the ends. So I'm going to start on this side, and I'm going to just measure 3 inches. Now that we've got them cut and put in this 9x13 pan, I'm going to cover it and let it raise for about 1 hour, and then it'll go into the oven to cook at 350 for about 20-25 minutes. These are delicious, and I can't wait till you try them. The perfect fall treat. And I took this cream cheese frosting and I just put it in the microwave for like 30 seconds to get it so it's pourable. But you can take a knife and, ice them however you like it. Our kitchen smells so good, and I know that you're gonna like them as much as I do. So remember, go like and subscribe. Bye.